All right, Sur Ron YouTubers that are watching my video, I'm gonna make another new video, and it's another piece that I didn't need. Trying to remember everything's in my head. One of the modifications that a lot of people do that I didn't see that I needed to do, but again, I just decided to go ahead and buy one. Not terribly expensive, but it has to do with the foot pegs. And so I've got the stock one over there, and I've got my modified aftermarket one over here, and they were $39 online. I bought a couple of his parts. The rear fender was his, and they've got some other things on there, but here are the foot pegs. So let me bring these over here to you. So here's the black. They have unpainted and they have painted, and they're steel. And these are actually pretty cool because they're gonna shed mud. They're pretty aggressive on the the teeth, and they are wider, so for sure. But there's that. I didn't need them. I don't think this needs pedals. Are they a little bit of a benefit? Yes. I mean, they're wider. I mean, there is a little bit of benefit, but I don't think it's necessarily something that someone has to go out and buy unless they're just burning a hole in their pocket. Plus, the main reason I bought these was because they're black and the whole bike's black, and it just looks cool being all black minus the yellow in the front. That's kind of really the main purpose. I got them 39 bucks, just went ahead and put them on that card with 0 interest for a year, and there you go. But we're gonna put them on, and well, I got one on over here. I'm just gonna show you real quick. It's so simple to put on, and then we're gonna do that right here and right now. Sure, there are tons of videos on this, so if you saw it already, good for you. If you want to new to your bike and you're just looking at my channel for content, well, here's some content. This is here, it's going to take it off. So you're just going to take a regular screwdriver that has a pretty thin blade, but this is like an E-clip. And so you're just inserting the blade of your screwdriver in there into the area that you can just pull that off. You can just pull it off. That's all you're doing right there, is just putting that in and pulling that off. You can hang on to your E-clip because who knows where else you can use that on. And I don't even think you need to keep the washer, but you will need to get a little hammer to hammer this out because it is a little tight fit. Whatever you got, this is just a big screwdriver, and it's plastic so it doesn't mar up anything. Just pull that pin out and the spring will come out and it'll shoot across the room. Fits in just like that. Here's your spring. You want to have your spring fit like this. Just FYI. And so you're going to put that in position. You're going to push it into position. If you want to, you can even get a little bit of grease. Squirt a little bit of that onto the barrel of that bolt. And tap it in. And then you're going to use the little washer that went flying across the garage, and you're going to insert the cotter pin that came with these pedals. That is basically it. That'll get you started and get you with foot pegs. I think these pedals are fine. They're steel, they're going to last. And a benefit over all these boutique looking pedals that are chiseled out of aluminum and have these screws mounted into them. Years and years I've had different pedals that have that. Those screws will back out and you will lose them over time. You constantly have to tighten those down and keep an eye on them. Plus those beautiful, chiseled out of aluminum pedals, if you crash or you fall over and, God forbid, on the concrete and scrape those up, I would be heartbroken if I spent $60 to $90 on just pedals. They're just pedals. And these are steel, and they're going to be very durable, and if they fall over, and they get scuffed, it's not the end of the world. So these are excellent, excellent pedals, the best I've seen for, and they fit right up. They bolt right up, very, very easy, and very good option, and they're wider for people that feel like they just got to have these wide pedals. Don't forget to put the little washer on the end, and then the cotter pin, and bend that into position that came with the pedals, just so these don't fall off. All right, and I'm gonna give y'all a bonus. I saw this, I'm very observant, and I see things and watch many videos and learn. And so these are the stops on the forks that keep your stanchions from hitting your frame and bending those up. It just softens the impact. Well, these can rotate if you take your time and rotate these around. You can depending on how much you turn the handlebars, if this is touching directly to the frame, you can move that away so that it touches right here. It'll give you more steering. As you turn the bars, it'll allow you to turn tighter radius. I have mine moved so I have tighter radius, but you can move that this direction and have this meet more of your frame, and you will have, it'll stop right here instead of right here. So I'm just into, in tight corners, maneuvering and getting out. Obviously you can lay the bike down, give it some throttle and spin the rear wheel and do a zero turn. But sometimes I find this helpful. That's just a little thing that I saw that I wanted to pass along, which is a neat little trick that you can do. So this just rotates. It doesn't do it super easy because it's rubber, but you can, with a little bit of patience, move this around, and you just want to make sure that it hits the frame. So no matter what, the rubber's hitting the frame, so you're protected your frame and your fork. Another thing I want to add, there's so much to add in one video. I went back in and trimmed my fender again. It looked a little more hacked off. I rounded it and spent time the first time around, but I went in and cut this even more, lowered it so that it wasn't so far down, about right here, so that it looks cleaner, and it looks more like a serious downhill mountain bike, but still looks really clean. So I added a little bit of more curvature to the front. I'm really happy with this new trim job that I did on the fender, and it looks really good. So again, I got rid of my whole fender because it kind of makes it look more like a motorcycle, and that's the enemy of these things. If you're trying to motor around under cover and be out of the way where people aren't looking and trying to see what you're riding, and you're riding a dirt bike and they get angry, and then the police will get angry, and then these things won't be allowed on the street anymore, or the trails or the sidewalks. So that was my reasoning behind that, if you saw that in my last video. But there you can see different angles of that. This is my little bench grinder. I showed this in the other past video, but again, and this is a new video, and people don't go back and watch old videos. So this was the little Win bench grinder that I bought last year, and it's very helpful. It has the side grinding right there and the top. So this just allowed me to grind down that fender. I had to cut it off with a hacksaw first, and then fine tune it with the sander here. All right, end of the video. Thanks for tuning in. This will post up in a couple of days. I'm always just motivated to make videos on this bike because it is so fun, and the other things I have, like my car and guns and even lawn equipment and knives, I just enjoy the things that I go out and purchase, and just like making videos. So when you like something, it's easier to make videos. So that's everything. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Have a great day and a great afternoon and a great morning wherever you are in your time zone, and look for more videos here in the near future. All right, bye-bye. Have a great day.